Oh, morning, boys. Oh. Where are we? Hong Kong, I think. 10 past 10, jet lag, lovely. Lovely morning that, isn't it? Beautiful. Look at Hong Kong. Did we win 6-0? Did we? Go on the lads. Wake up in Hong Kong at 10:15 in the morning and Arsenal win 6-0. Lovely. And Majesticks are going to get off the bottom run this week. Fuck's sake.
The Majesticks came into the 2024 Live Golf League season with high expectations.
The pressure is on the Majesticks this year after a poor showing in year one.
But once the action began, they'd had a very slow start.
The Majesticks still struggling.
9th in Mayakoba, 7th in Vegas.
Vegas, it felt like one that got away.
Ian Poulter, his second shot at the 11th.
Last in Jeddah. That wasn't really the start to the season that we were hoping for.
Oh, well, the Majesticks need a run, don't they? No podium finish in their last 17 events.
Bang, back down to earth.
It's not been a good start to the year, no question.
It's the truth. You know what I mean? It's the truth, right? We had a complete shit start to the year.
9th, 7th and 13th. This has been a terrible start to the season for the Majesticks, but should we be surprised given their performances last year?
2023 was a disappointing season.
11th out of 12th is just shit. Crap.
Absolute shit.
And I want to be the group that proved everybody wrong.
And why are you allowing cameras to follow you around?
Because we're 4 absolute buffoons.
We're on the wrong fucking fairway.
This is really the story behind the story.
Behind the scenes, no one gets to see that.
I know you want to move, but I ain't letting you.
This isn't going to be sugar-coated.
You're putting like shit. You're putting like shit.
I fucking hate it.
Fucking hell!
And are you expecting more highs than lows this season?
I hope so. Can't get any worse than 2023.
Morning. Right. Wake up! It's Hong Kong.
The pressure is on to execute, because otherwise we're going to have to sit back and look and say, well, either our plan was shit or you didn't execute and focus on what you needed to do.
I need a coffee.
In this game, you have a lot of ups and downs. And I think, you know, at this stage for our guys, this is finite stuff where if they don't hit the shot in the particular way, it doesn't come out in the window that they see the golf shot in. If it's not moving and traveling, if they're on the range and it's not the ball speed that they expect with that particular club, they are in their minds challenging themselves as to why is this happening? Why am I not where I feel like I should be?
Do we let it overflow or do you reckon it's going to stop? Oh, it's going to go, fucking hell. That's really annoying. It's a stupid game. There's fractions and margins that are so small, but yet are so big at the other end from a result perspective. Everybody is searching for that time where they played great because you want to hit the repeat button and it just doesn't happen. The putter situation is this. I use a new putter last week for 2 rounds and it was good, but I didn't really hold anything, so I used the old putter which had my old grip on it and it felt great. However, I had 3 3-putts on Sunday, which were really annoying. So it got sacked and we gave the old one a run out and it did worse. So back to the drawing board. Best players on the planet, they just don't win every week. So it's that stupid question, why? Why didn't I have a good week? Why did I do that? So you play this game, this mind game, and you go down this rabbit hole and sometimes you just don't feel you're ever going to come out of the rabbit hole. It's hard, and that's why this great game keeps you guessing all the time. Hey, morning. You keeping my side of the bed warm? Again. Someone's got tired giggles. Here, look, Josh. The window cleaner's right here, look. Josh, that's the window cleaner. Look, he's swaying around all over the place. Oh, here he comes, here he comes, here he comes, here he comes. Hi! Hi!
He's smiling. He's a happy window cleaner. Wave.
Nice clean windows now. Look at that for the view. Cheers, boys. Hong Kong, it's brilliant. Great place, great city, good people, good food, good hotels, good golf course, Fan Ling. That should, on paper, be a really good golf course for us.
That's a golf course that I think we can play really well on.
We got great knowledge of the course and previous success around there as well.
What a nice year, 2010.
What happened then?
Got lucky on the Hong Kong Open. I want to keep a couple down and have them sort of chasing out there.
Yeah.
See, that's a slight necky one.
Okay.
I mean, she's fine.
She's fine.
Chasing, but it's like
You want that strike, right?
I mean, it is that kind of game, right? Constant hard work to try and become better, and one week your driving is good, then the next week your chipping is not, and vice versa. There's always some part of your game you're trying to lift up and pick up.
So just give yourself a little bit more time, a bit more load, and then you can go.
I don't think there's one particular reason why we're not playing as well as we should.
Does that feel easier to...
Yeah.
You need to move here. You look unbelievable in Hong Kong.
Can't afford an apartment, Caddie.
You will be able to after the 4 million you're just about to win this week, my old son.
I think Ian's fiddling. He's in the mode at the moment where he wants to do it on his own. So I think he's searching, right? And I think that this is the difficulty in this game, is that the margins are very, very, very fine, particularly with putting, right? I'm talking about millimetres between a ball going in the hole and not.
It's hard to search. It's hard to search for your golf game, it's hard to search for your putting stroke, and when you're on the putting green trying to find something, generally there's a problem.
Hi mate.
Hello mate, you alright?
Yeah, all is good. How's it going?
Yeah, everything's good. We just got to the golf club. It's the first time I've come up, so just got here. I sent them all a bit of a stats update because they've updated all the sheets now.
Okay, cool.
Just felt right to try and find some kind of positive things to kind of just reinforce some positive momentum after last week being a little bit of a sort of disappointment and step backwards.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree. That kind of positive reinforcement that what they're doing is working, and sort of hopefully get them walking with their chests out a little bit more, because they actually can see that their hard work's paying off.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you.
They are older, they did make the switch, they haven't played very well so far. What I know is that there is still a hell of a lot of motivation there. It's up to us and them now to go and prove that.
Maybe it's the optimist in me. I just don't think with this game you're a million miles away. The guys are still hungry to try, and they really want this. They want this.
This actually says his short games around the green. He's actually been good.
Obviously, you want to have a look at the stat. But I knew what it was going to say before I saw it, because I'm watching it. Yeah, no
just
good.
backs you up.
Out and down,
just backs you up, doesn't it? It's definitely the same with Westy. He's actually driving the ball in play better. He's flat or slightly gaining strokes on the field again off the tee, which is back to where he used to be.
I go into every season hoping to improve something. You're always looking for just an edge, very fine margins, 1 shot a week. I've been doing this for 32 years now, and there's more to life than golf.
This is Buzz, by the way.
I've missed out a lot on seeing my kids grow up because of playing golf. Now I get to spend more time with them.
He's just looking to the side now, like, have you got my best side? Gorgeous, isn't he?
Newcastle is a nice place to go back to. Sometimes it's not as warm as I'd like it to be. A bit more rain and wind than I would like, but you know, the North East people are great people, great characters.
I see you've tacked him up. Or did you get your groom to do it?
Well...
Come on, Buzz. Get away from your food. He's a bit like me. I've had an interest in racehorses since watching the Grand National and the King George and things like that on TV with my dad and my granddad. And kind of having 10p on it in like the family suite.
There's 2 flies on the wall to have a bet to see which one got to the top, wouldn't you?
Oh, it's fun, isn't it? I think I owned my first racehorse probably back in about 98, something like that. Wasn't very successful with it, but you know, got the bug, and I've owned racehorses ever since, really. I just enjoy the atmosphere at race days. I enjoy going to the stables, although I don't get to do that very often because they're so busy. And I enjoy coming and watching Edie do this.
Whoa.
That was better. Even I can see that.
I don't like doing stuff like this because I'm quite a private person, and that's why you don't see the person behind the hat or the visor.
Look at Buzz, he's getting into it now.
I'm pretty guarded and I don't want to let anybody in and really see how I'm feeling.
What happened there?
You don't win very often as a golfer. I've won 44 tournaments and played, probably getting on for 900, so you can't base it around wins. It's got harder as I've got older. I'm 52 next, and there's kids out here that's 22, dedicating their whole lives to getting that little ball in the little hole.
This one is probably one of the oldest pictures here, because this is when I opened Close House. I was world #1. I think that's about 2011, maybe. Seems a long time ago now.
As you get old, you just got to try and find new ways to sort of reinvent yourself. I would like to continue playing as long as I feel like I'm competitive. I want to see an improvement. I haven't been competitive often enough this year, but golf's a bit like that, you know. Form comes and goes, but class is permanent.
Come on.
Thank you.
We've always worked out together. I'm made to. I'm guilted into it. He's like, oh, do you want to come and work out with me? Yeah.
You always have a nice breakfast after sausage.
Yeah, full English.
When you're going through low periods, they're the times when you find out the most about yourself. I don't give up. You know, I've got a lot of resilience.
I do actually like working out, despite all the whinging I do in it.
I just need to be more aggressive, gain small margins, come out of the blocks fast.
That's it, you're done.
We can build on that. My aspirations this season would be more podium finishes and improve as a team.
We're in Hong Kong, sun is shining. Look at all the crowds quickly, Jordan. We've got to start looking at all these people here to see the Majesticks. And there's another man I want to grab here.
Lee Westwood. He's bloody brilliant. I mean, the guy has won so many times on tour, and he's just a normal guy. Hello, Westy. How you doing?
You well?
I've got to ask you a few questions.
Oh, yeah.
How is it for you when you have to go up to them and basically say, that was a shit round?
I'm quite bad, actually, because I will never say anything negative. They're like, Rachel, come on, but I hate it. I hate talking about sad and negative things. Got any, how's he playing? Got any good intel?
Playing all right, yeah. Playing the ball well.
Has he been working hard?
Yeah. Recently, His putting hasn't been great, but his putting looks now is more rolling at the hole, so it's looks really good.
Rolling, that's positive.
Well, I mean, like instead of like just getting there, you know what I mean, getting past the hole.
That's not what he's good, mate.
Yeah, I know exactly. Rolling at the hole, right direction.
That's what we're meant to do, no?
No, exactly.
Lee will go down as one of the best players to have ever played the game. The natural thing on it, oh, he didn't win a major, but that doesn't take away from the 45+ golf tournaments he won around the world. Like, I'll just say that again, 45. That's a hell of a lot of golf tournaments. People forget that he worked his way back to #1 in the world in the Tiger era. If that's not proving people wrong and proving what you can do, then I don't know what is.
So how are you hitting it? I see you working with Pete, working hard on the game.
Yeah, I've been working with Pete since 1996 and we still haven't quite figured it out.
Come in.
We haven't quite figured it out.
You have? That looked good to me.
Well, Pete's figured it out. You just can't get it over to
It's done
old dogs and new tricks.
Ultimately for Westy, I want happiness on the golf course. In this game, you have a lot of ups and downs. And I think, you know, at this stage in Lee's career, when you do find a down, you're kind of almost looking around the corner to say, am I ever going to find that up again?
You've got the dream team now. You've got Pete, you've got Mick Doran back on the bag.
Yeah.
You feeling good?
It's like back to the late 90s, isn't it?
Late 90s when we used to go to Japan all the time.
Well, if you can win 40 more, then you'll be loving life.
Yeah, we won something like 18 in 3 years.
No, it was 25 tournaments you won in the first 5 years.
Yeah.
That is ridiculous.
Yeah, so it'd be nice to do that now.
Come on, Westy.
All these kids, though.
You got it. That drive there.
Babies,
your
aren't
money. I'm going to let you go play.
Here I am with a stiff neck and they're all doing the splits out here.
Dream team.
Yeah.
Well done.
See you later.
Play well this week.
All right, good morning. Let's welcome the team from Majesticks GC.
Nice shirt, Sam.
Thank you.
I think the only, stat that I can see is the putting where you guys have really disappointed.
You're not the only one that's been disappointed in that stat, Roy.
Probably I've asked them at least 2 or 3 times during this season about why as a team they are struggling with their putters. And I know it's something that lingers in the back of a player's mind if you keep asking them that question.
I think you guys have been asked this quite a bit. You know, last year wasn't a great year for the Majesticks.
We're leading with that?
Yeah.
Holy crap.
I thought this was 2024, new season, new hopes.
We've taken a bit of a battering over the first few years.
I gotta ask this question. How does that feel when you see the team drop that?
Shit.
Yeah, you learn to deal with it.
They had this is a crap season last year.
Part the emotion to one side.
I can be a bit of a miserable prick at times, I'm sure.
You should have hit on fucking 1 last week.
But in every walk of life, there's naysayers and the people that give you a hard time. But to be honest, it's not about them because they don't care.
Fucking hell, you barely reached the fairway.
I made 3, fuck off.
You don't like to hear those questions, but the truth is the truth, and there's nothing better than the truth, right?
Just shut up. You question yourself, right? So if you're not performing, you always keep questioning yourself, whether you're 22 or whether you're 48.
It is the hardest game in the world. Every week you have to be spectacular out here. You can't. I know what all the media says. They're like, oh, they don't care. They fucking care. They care loads. They're professional, wired athletes. They care.
I'm working too hard, and I think there are aspects of my game that are still too good to turn around and switch it off.
And I think also, particularly with the Majesticks as a whole, they will have memories of how they used to play and probably always try and connect with that. Be like, oh, fuck, I didn't used to miss that putt, or I used to hit it further than that, or I used to hit it closer than that.
What are we going to do about it? We can't just sit here and keep playing shit. So we got to do something about it, right?
Problem is it's only 3 rounds now rather than 4, so you can't ease your way into tournaments. This is a sprint.
We've done a deep dive into areas of our game which can help us. Putting has been highlighted as one of those. So collectively, I think we all need to putt better as a team, and I think if we do that, we're going to have some good results.
Ian, in his prime, and even now, I believe, is probably one of the best putters in the world It's just a matter of confidence. I mean, that's what I believe with putting.
You know, guys, when they're in form with a putter, are very dangerous and they're hard to beat. So, looking at my putter stats over the last couple of years and being a guy that's generally hold lots of putts is really frustrating.
There you go.
I've always putted with my hands really icy.
So your hands...
Yeah, it's not as up as
Lower.
Fox's.
My hands are lower.
Your hands are... That putter for you...
Yeah, I know,
it's there.
It's there. That's where his hands are. Does that make sense?
I feel a bit shit. Weird.
I feel fucking horrible.
Yeah. It felt weird as fuck for me for a long time. For Ian, Westy, and Henrik, I know that they learn every single day, just like I do. You know, if you're not learning, then you're not getting any better. Use these ones and just feel like it. Like I said, just it goes. Don't let it go. Don't let the left shoulder go down, and don't let the right shoulder go down. Let them turn.
I think my stroke is too V-shaped like that.
I would 100% agree.
Real shallow U.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
So it's got to.
Yeah.
So it's got to be something to do with my shoulders staying more up like that and going more that way. Yeah.
Okay, so hit 3 more, but just thinking about right shoulder.
That looked better.
We've seen a lot and we've done a lot, and I think it's nice being there as a support system for one another, looking out for one another, trying to give constructive helping pointers to your mate who might not be feeling it 100%.
That's what's good about the Majesticks. We all get along very well, but we're all very different. So, you know, we're all friends and willing to help each other out, and you know, competitive individuals all coming together as a team.
For the first time in the history of pro golf, you've got teams, franchises who play week in, week out together. There are staff members, there are players, there are GMs. What I admire is the confidence to show what life is like on the Live Golf League circuit.
How was your
It was
been
good.
up to the golf course?
Yeah, I mean, great. Flushed it, good. Put the new putter grip on the new
Saw that,
putter,
yeah.
and it. By
I
the
don't know
way,
why you didn't do that from the beginning,
I've
to
had
be honest.
a mare because I've stood there on the putting green today and literally just gone. I mean, what am I doing? It feels so good. A minute change in a grip unearthed like just a slight change in my left hand and a slight postural change. People wouldn't pick up on it. People wouldn't even notice I was gripping it any different because it's a millimetre different, but millimetre of a club face at impact is a big result, you know, further at the other end. So my hope is that this putter continues to feel really good in the hands.
If you ever wanted a 7-foot putt for your life in any situation, it's Ian Poulter that you give the putter to. And when that isn't quite working, it has a huge knock-on effect on any momentum that you have within the round.
I like Hong Kong. Everything about this place is cool. And tonight we're going to dinner at one of the oldest private members clubs.
Thought we'd raise a glass and cheers. Welcome to Hong Kong. Hope we have a great week. I know it's not been our best start to the season. Last week was a bit of a spanner in the works, I guess, but let's enjoy this week. It's a place we've had lots of success before collectively.
Come on, wind it up. I want to have a drink.
What?
Wind it up. Come on. I want to
Wind it up as in keep going?
No.
Just shut up and let's have a...
Enjoy the week. It's good to be here. Cheers,
Play
everybody.
well, boys.
Team chemistry for me is everything. You know, one team, one dream. And I think we've got one of the most unique setups basically in this league. There's no doubt about it. We're all very close.
With any team or close relationship, to be that direct with somebody, you've got to have ultimate trust. I think the more that we can do that as a team, get to the point where we can rip the plaster off because everybody knows that it's with positive intentions, we trust each other implicitly, the more progress we will make.
To be fair, we've got a common theme in the team at the minute.
Shit.
You're putting like shit, you're putting like shit, you're putting like shit. And I'm putting like shit. Yeah, sorry boys, I played shit last week. I didn't. I was number 2 in fairways, but shit from there in. Here's to putting well this week. Henrik, Lee, Sam, and me. And let's have a awesome week this week.
Rumour has it you've got form round here. You won round here?
I feel good this week. I feel good this week. Yeah,
He's not mentioned that yet.
Former champion.
You've only mentioned it 14 times.
You're some you are, aren't you?
Now. This is
Right.
supposed to be a team building.
Fucking hell, right.
Not a
Let's
team.
go here. I think there's a sense of feeling within the team that we do want to win so bad, and when we get so close and then we don't, you feel like you've let the team down.
Having played, I understand how hard golf is, and I get the emotions, and I get that you can grind your absolute arse off and you might not get results. That's the challenge with golf.
I think you could probably just laugh at it and try and lighten the load, because you do feel pretty shit when you feel like you've let the team down.
Excited opening one of these. Woo! What will it lead to? A podium is in your future. Hang on. That's for the 4 races. That's oh, a top 6 would be good for you.
They are having the best time. They are collectively there for each other. They have a beer together, they have dinner together at night. Everyone is there, it's not just the players. So that is why Live works. It's more human.
They feel like bigger brothers to me almost. You know, just being around them all the time and just their camaraderie is just second to none.
I know you can't have favourites, but I love the guys. I think they're brilliant.
Here we go. Come on, right on. Happy news. He's on the way to you.
Oh. Hey, is it? All right, let's end it there.
Stop. No
Call
more.
it quits.
No. Henrik likes to finish with a bit of doom and gloom, doesn't he?
Yeah, that was way too good.
You're sitting here now, going into the last day, the chance to win for us as a team. We're really kind of on the cusp here of doing something really cool.
The Majesticks are back in the hunt. This would tie the Majesticks for second. Wow, what an
Are you going to get back on the podium or not? Will it happen?
Can I be honest?
They want to win. Nobody wants to win more than they do.
Have you had a bet already?
Oh shit, we're in contention.
And Henrik may need to drain that. This to stay on the podium for the Majesticks.
You want to get me emotional here, don't you?